location, the building types are just secondary requirements. But what is really important is the risk assessment, where the labs be placed, in terms of making sure that when you're collecting samples, you're processing samples, you don't pose a risk to the one running them, and at worst, getting exposed to people around.
Yeah.
So these are, I think, some of the what we call biosafety requirements needed to be fulfilled by the Department of Health. I don't think they are stopping it from operating. It's just that the risk of transmission, or the risk of what we call laboratory acquired infection, is higher for virus like this, because it can be transmitted by aerosol. So if you don't have the right infrastructure and requirements to process the sample, you are actually putting everyone at risk of getting the virus in the lab. So I think they just need to complete what is required. There are levels of fulfillment, meaning
nanganganak na ang baby namin.
So it's a tiered evaluation, and once they are able to complete all of the requirement, I don't think the Department of Health will stop them from doing the testing.
Parang nanganak na siya kanina. Kaya pabalik-balik sa doon.
Testing is safe for the laboratory personnel.
Halos pareho pa man din yan sa ibang molly. Pero may kikilala mo lang na iba siya pag lumaki.
Rapid test kits that use the PCR method compared to serology tests, which look for antibodies of people who may have been able to successfully battle the coronavirus. What do you feel about these tests now, and whether or not they're more more accurate than PCR tests, and whether we should be using more serology tests?
Okay, the antibody testing is a test where you measure your antibody response to the virus. It means that your antibody to be detectable, you need to be exposed, or you need to develop the disease first, either in a milder form or worse, in a severe. So there is a time for the antibody to actually elevate in your system for it to be detected in your
Sunod-sunod na yan. Sunod-sunod na yan. Pangatlo, pangapat na yata yun eh.
Detectability level is the one that is affecting the behavior of the technology.
Para malipat na natin siya
For
doon.
example, the intention of the serological test is to diagnose you early, then the test must be powerful enough to be able to pick up very, very low levels of the antibody, because it's going to go up later during the disease. But if the intention of the technology is to determine whether you've had a disease, then you can use the technology when you're getting better, or beyond the second or third week of illness, then the positive rate will improve. So those are two different platforms. Other serological testing, instead of detecting the antibody, they are trying to detect the antigen. The antigen is part of the virus. And if it's an antigen detection test, use serological method, then the intention for that is to detect the disease in the early onset of the illness. And that's why if it's a
Tinitignan ko mukhang kinain ng malaki.
Its utility
yung anak ng isang molly.
If you had a disease or not. The other utility for that is for those patients who actually had a disease and they wanted to determine if there is significant antibody level, they can actually be donors for plasma, so that their blood product that already carries the neutralizing antibody against the virus can be infused to a very sick COVID patient to improve viral clearance in the patient's in the sick patient. And this is being done already in other parts of the world, in people to donate their plasma to be able to save people who are very, very, very ill. And I mean, that's the secondary use of the antibody test.
Yes, and the antibodies that can be collected from patients who recovered successfully from COVID-19. Will the Philippine Genome Center have any use for these antibodies? Will you be able to, I guess, create a vaccine out of these antibodies?
The vaccine development is a bit a different route than this one. But the test can actually be used to determine if you're actually developing is targeting the antibody itself or enhancing the antibody production. But in terms of vaccine development for coronavirus, the Philippine Genome Center doesn't have the right equipment for that at this time because it's heavily focused on genomes rather than immunological studies now. I think there are bigger centers within the country who are looking into that approach by utilizing patients, recovered patients utilizing antibodies to treat very sick individuals. The challenge here is the technology though, meaning what kind of antibody testing we will be using to actually measure how intense or high the neutralizing antibody does a recovered patient has. So I think they are looking into that because the rapid tests, meaning one that we can use like a pregnancy test kits, doesn't measure the level of antibody. It just tells you that you have. So sometimes it would be very useful if you can actually measure it. It's called ELISA method. Assignment immunosorbent assay. It's called ELISA.
Yeah.
And but what we have at the moment are the point of care test. Or no test. It just tells you, do I have antibody or do I not have the antibody? The ELISA said is you have an
Lumabas na ba
antibody,
yung mga anak? Hindi pa, no?
you know how many. That's the difference between the two platforms. But it can
Mga
be done by
pinagtulong ko tinungan mo. Nandito yung isa eh.
method that requires a laboratory with all these machines equipment needed around it. So that's the role of antibody. Yeah.
Dr. Desura, we'd like to thank you very much for giving us also an update on the production of the rapid test kits and when we will finally be able to see the deployment of these test kits to the accredited testing hospitals. Thank you very much, Dr. Desura, for speaking with us on ANC Tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Velasquez. I appreciate you calling me.
Thank you very much. Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
The Philippine Justice Department issues a subpoena to Senator Coco Pimentel over his alleged breach of quarantine protocols. ABS-CBN correspondent Mike Navarro filed this report.
Prosecutor General Benedicto Contento had just confirmed that the Department of Justice has issued today a subpoena for Senator Third over his alleged breach of quarantine protocol. Pimentel is facing a complaint filed by lawyer Rico Picho, former dean of the University of Makati School of Law, for allegedly violating Republic Act number 1130.2 when the company defended President White at the Makati Medical Center in March 24, despite undergoing testing for coronavirus disease or COVID-19 on March 20. Pimentel, who admitted to experiencing COVID-19 symptoms, said he was only informed that he tested positive for COVID-19 while in Makati Med, and he immediately left the hospital. Both the hospital and the Department of Health confirmed there was a breach of quarantine protocol. Benedicto also disclosed the preliminary investigation is tentatively scheduled on May 20. In a Facebook post earlier today, Picho said he received an order from the Department of Justice requiring him to appear within 5 days from the lifting of the enhanced community quarantine with hard copies of his complaint and annexes, and declared his complaint under oath. Justice Secretary Rinaldo Guevara earlier said the Justice Department will immediately schedule a preliminary investigation on the complaint against Pimentel on an appropriate date given the Luzon-wide lockdown. The news report is separate from that of the National Bureau of Investigation. Both Pimentel and Guevara
Tatlo pala yung anak, di ba? Tuloy-tuloy yan mamaya.
For a statement that the DOJ will temper the rigor of the law with human compassion and ask for comment regarding Pimentel's case. Authorities have arrested thousands of violators of the enhanced community quarantine protocol. Some were warned, others fined, but there were also others who
May nakaabang na malaki.
such as protesters
Medyo malaking Molly.
who were arrested for holding a protest action. They have since been released on bail.
Kaso naman dun sa ano
For taking a short break up ahead, COVID-19 diagnosed patients will be penalized if they refuse to share information with the Philippine government.
Yun o, nasa bit
Details
na
when we come back. Keep it here.
Nakalabas na
Mollies.
yun o. Up.
Percent of Filipinos would switch to Dove deodorant.
It felt smooth, it wasn't irritated, and even the pumpiness are gone.
With 1/4 moisturizing cream for visibly smoother underarms. Buy one, get one with a big double Dove sale.
Dahil po sa dahilang kailangan natin mamalagi sa ating mga tahanan, meron po tayong mga kapamilyang hindi nakakapaghanap buhay. Dahil dito sila po ay nag-aalala para sa kanilang mga pamilyang mamubuto.
Malalaman natin yan pag malaki na. Nakahalo sa Guppies at sa ibang Molly.
Sa kahit na magkano donasyon niyo po ay makakalikom tayo ng pera para makabili ng kanilang araw-araw na pangangailangan. Dahil ganyan po tayo makakapag...
Kasi ganito itsura ng ano niya eh. Yung ibang Molly dyan. Ganyan yung anak niya. Yung pinasok ko na itim yung 10. Pero medyo maliit lang ng konti. At least may pagtataguan din natin tinanggal yung halaman.
Kung hindi nangyari itong gulo, dapat magkakasama na kami ng mga pamilya ko.
Ngayon, muli tayong binabalot ng pangamba sa bukas na walang tiyak na umaga.
Hindi po namin expect natin tigalang trabaho namin.
Ay, grabe po. Mahirap po walang trabaho, wala pa rin pagpapinin.
Mahirap at mahirap. Walang pagkukunan. Kaya hawak ang kagustuhan natin tulungan ang isa't isa. Sabay at matibay natin pagdadaan.
Bukang-buka yung pit din, no?
Hanggang sa ang mamayani na lang sa
Yun, may lumabas. Yun na sa ilalim.
Magtulungan para sa kayo bubuti na lahat.
Yan siguro ang espiritu natin.
Apat na yan.
Kahit isusubo na lang natin, basta pwede pa, bigay. Para lang
Ang likot eh. Samsung yung gamit ko. Dapat pala yung iPhone.
Lahat tayo dumadaan sa kayabang, kailangan lagi ka lang naka-smile. Laban lang!
walang iwanan.
Ano eh, parang yung lalaki na Molly, di ba dalawa lang naman to? Yung lalaki yung kaninang nilipat ko ulit doon sa pan. Ganun yung kulay eh. Parang marble. Marble, anong pangalan nun? Wait, ano yun? Marble... Hindi, balloon. Marble balloon. Molly.
At kung paano masusuko ang
Ano sa ilalim eh, sinusundan na malalaki anak ng puto.
gabayan mo ang mga kamay at isipan ng mga eksperto sa medisina.
So bagay, hindi lang kayang kainin yun. Ito, hindi niya kayang kainin yun. Mas safe siya dito kaysa doon sa pan.
At mga pribadong ahensya na makatagpo ng lunas at solusyon sa sarap na ito. Isinasamo po namin ang mga dinapuan ng sakit na ito ay mabalik sa kalusugan sa madaling panahon. Kumilos naman kami sa ikabubuti ng
Doon ka ulit sa bato, safe doon, tatago ulit sa ilalim.
Hinihiling po namin ito sa pamamagitan ng Jesucristo kasama ng Espiritu Santo magpasama ng hanggan. Amen. Saan panig ng bansa ka man, hindi natatapos ang mga balitang dapat mong malaman. Headline Pilipinas. Hanggang weekend na. Kasama sina Ricky Rosales at Joyce Balancio tuwing Sabado at sina Adrian Ayalin at Raya Capuno tuwing Linggo. sa DZMM. Mula po sa inyong tahanan, makiisa sa Kapamilya Daily Mass, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 4:30 a.m. at Sabado, 5:30 a.m. Walang radyo? Walang problema. Dahil mapapakinggan mo na rin ang mga bago at mainit na balita.
Tapos nalaglag cellphone ko, no? Wala pa man ding takip yung ano.
News app. Buksan lang ang app at i-access ang DZMM live audio stream para una ka sa balita kahit
Buka na naman yung pet. Buka na naman yung pet. Natataranta na naman siya.
download na kapamilya.
Mamal eh, no?
Patients diagnosed with COVID-19 may be penalized if they will not share certain information with the Philippine government to curb the spread of the disease. According to Cabinet Secretary Carlo Nograles, those who will disobey the government's order may be charged with violating the mandatory reporting of notifiable diseases and health events of the Public Health Concern Act. Under that law, violators may be fined up to 50,000 pesos or face imprisonment for up to 6 months. In the meantime, the Health Department underscores the importance of infected patients cooperating with authorities by truthfully declaring their personal information. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere says the information will be used by relevant government agencies for contact tracing. Vergere adds the information will not be made public.
Tungkol naman po sa mandatory disclosure ng mga personal information ng confirmed, probable at suspected cases ng COVID-19, nais po namin linawin na ang mga informasyon po na i-disclose ng ating mga COVID-19 patients ay hindi po natin
Masok sa ilalim.
Ito po ay ating gagamitin upang mas maging epektibo ang proseso ng ating pagko-contact tracing. Tulad ng nasabi natin noon, ang contact tracing po ay importante upang ating pong malaman kung ang mga na-expose sa pasyenteng may COVID-19 ay nahawa o hindi upang mabigyan sila agad ng tamang pag-aalaga. Alinsunod sa Data Privacy Act, ang pagkuha ng mga detalye at ang gagawing contact tracing base sa mga detalyeng ito ay dapat po natin ipaliwanag sa pasyente bago kunin ang kanilang personal na information. Ang makukuhang personal na information tulad ng detalye tungkol sa mga lugar na pinuntahan, mga naging kasama ng
At least hindi niya kinakain kasi nasa damuha, nasa halaman.
Para lamang sa ating local government officials, sa Philippine National Police at iba pang ahensya ng gobyerno na tumutulong sa proseso ng contact tracing.
The Integrated Bar of the Philippines says it's illegal for the Philippine government to ask for personal information of COVID-19 patients in its fight to contain the virus. IBB President Attorney Domingo Payosa explains there are exceptions under the current law that let health authorities use that data to ensure public health and safety.
Sakit namamaga na naman,
as may be necessary and proportionate to the legitimate purpose of containing the spread of the virus. So it depends on the circumstances on the ground, and it is for government to decide what is proportionate, what is legitimate use for this otherwise confidential information.
Payosa also assured the public safeguards are in place to prevent the abuse of this information.
The information is misused by anyone, whether it's government or the private sector, then they will be liable under the Privacy Act, under the
bumubuka na.
of the doctors, under RA 1132 and under other existing laws.
Buka na naman yung pet.
The Metro Manila Development Authority and the Office of Civil Defense are being tapped by the Philippine government to take charge of the proper disposition of COVID-19 cadavers. The two agencies were directed to take action as the bodies of COVID-19 fatalities are reportedly piling up in various Metro Manila hospitals. The spokesperson for the MMDA, Celine Pialago, now joins us on this special coverage. Magandang gabi sa iyo, Ma'am Celine.
Magandang gabi, Sir Tony, at sa lahat po, good evening.
Well, thank you for joining us on this special coverage. Of course, the problem about the disposition of the bodies of COVID-19 fatalities came to light several days ago when supposedly there was already how do you say it?
Yun, klaro. Yun! Ang laki ng dyan!
At one of the government hospitals in Quezon Room in their
Kita mo?
to store
Lima.
some of the bodies. With the MMDA now being called to action to help in the
Hinahabol agad. Halos yung laki lang nila.
MMDA do to help out these hospitals?
Kasi laki lang nung malalaki ng
Sir
gapi.
Tony, first of all, we would like to emphasize that MMDA is
Halos
not
pareho lang nung molly na
responsible
pinasok ko
for
kanina.
transporting
Malaki lang yung
and
molly kaninang itim.
disposing of the dead bodies of COVID-19 casualties.
First time kasi nanganak to eh. Baby pa to nung binili ko eh. Few months lang nanganak na. Kasi Paris yung kinuha ko. Maganda yung Paris niyan.
With this new directive,
Yan mga kaibigan na, marunong na ako mag-breed. Ayan na, may lalabas na ulit.
between LGUs, hospitals, and crematory services because we're only
Ito yun oh. Ay wala ba?
common problems now are
Ano na, magaling naman umilag yung anak mo eh.
and some patients who die in different LGUs
Kahit marami nakaabang.
in the case of residents. So in this case, where they badly need the proper coordination to the available crematory services.
Yeah.
Baka kainin natin agad yan mamaya.
Talking to Makati City Mayor.
Sabagay, one day pa yan bago kumain sila.
Also narrating to us
Gusto ko na.
how their local government is already taking care of the paperwork, no, for the disease victims of COVID-19. So that, in a sense, facilitates the immediate disposal of the bodies because of the 12-hour cremation window that is set.
Dalawang beses siya nanganak
by
na
the,
na.
interagency
Dalawang
task
beses
force.
doon, isa rito.
Yes, Sir Tony. Actually, as per general understanding, MMDA will now make sure that NCR, the
Kanina pa yung
National
nagle-labor eh.
Capital Region, will act as one region. On Thursday, sir, we will have a meeting between MMDA,
Hirap, ngalay na ako.
LGUs, and different funeral and crematory
22 minutes na eh.
We can know the nature of logistics, problems that they usually encounter, and what suggestions each party may contribute. So after that meeting, sir,
Yeah.
I will keep you posted, we will keep you posted, and we hope to formulate proper guidelines and procedures to effectively and efficiently manage dead bodies.
Right. And it's good that you clarified at the onset, Ma'am Celine, that the MMDA is not expected to handle the physical logistics of collecting the
Yes, sir.
bodies.
Yan pa yung mga
and
fish
disposing
ko,
them,
oh.
because the coordination, as you
Bukas,
say, is
tatanggalin ko yung mga halaman kasi
laboratory.
nawala yung
In this sense,
albino
sa MMDA
na yan, oh.
point of view,
Koridora.
should there be, how do you say it? Parang special
Bumili ulit
vehicles,
ako eh,
that
kasi
should be,
nawala na yung mga yan.
dispatched, to
Mahal na. Kasi dahil sa pandemic, nagmahal pati
Sir,
isda.
nawala po kayo sa line, sir.
so that they will be. I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Okay, sir. Sir, yes,
Yeah.
yes po.
So yung MMDA lang will have to.
Where are
be
you
able to
na?
bridge, as you said, no, the crematoriums with the hospitals, and then you have to ensure at least that the crematoriums will be able to dispatch vehicles to fetch the bodies and bring these to their facilities for cremation.
Yes, sir. So, MMDA, like our...
Ano, labas ulit siya, maglalabas ulit siya.
Sir, no? MMDA is just a coordinating agency. So, same procedure, sir. At least, no more delays. At least there would be one leading agency that can tap the funeral services, the LGUs. As I said, sir, they have encountering so many problems, such as the delayed release of death certificates. Some of the patients died in a particular city, which is far from his or her residence. So there should be a close coordination.
At this point, would you have a number of, say, the crematoriums that are already being put into service to handle COVID-19 bodies? Because there were reports also, earlier, I'm pretty sure you're aware of this, that some crematoriums were actually afraid to accept
Yes, sir.
bodies for cremation.
Yes, sir. That's why, sir, our meeting
Ano,
on
bukang-buka naman po
Thursday is very important because all of the funeral and crematory services in Metro Manila will be present on the meeting. So we would be able to know the logistics because, sir, this is really our first time to handle this kind of situation, and it's very important that this funeral...
Yeah, sinadya ko may halaman para makapagtago agad yung anak.
How do you
Kasi dun sa
suppose,
pan,
they can,
halos
overcome
open.
that fear of handling
Ang daming nandun lahat ng malalaking molly.
bodies? I mean,
Nandun yung
for
mga
the
shark.
crematoriums of
Patay
other
agad yung anak
funeral
niya.
parlors, what assurances could possibly be
Bihira
given
to,
to
mahal
them
to eh.
by agencies such as the MMDA
Hirap
so
alagaan.
they can be more or less parang fearful of handling these bodies?
Yes, sir. Actually, before MMD comes into picture, most of the crematory services, in fact, sir, they are wearing their personal protective equipment already. So, kung ano man po yung additional
Maga-maga po yung pet.
pangangailangan po from our end,
Lima,
we are
may mga
very
lima
much
pa yan
ready to
or
provide it.
tatlo.
So, we really need to talk
Malalaki
and
kasi
discuss to them on
baby
Thursday,
niya
sir, para
kaysa
po
sa
ma-plan
katawan
natin
niya.
their plans, their needs,
Hindi
their
kagaya nung
suggestions, at yung pwede
Molling
po natin
malalaki,
i-implement
maliliit
sa kanila.
paglabas.
Yeah. Emma, Celine, let's talk
Ano kasi
a
ito eh,
little bit
Balloon
about the
Molly.
situation of the
Diba siya?
hospitals. Over the weekend, may pumutok na mga balita na umaapaw na daw, so to speak, yung mga bangkay, yung mga namatay sa COVID-19 at a certain hospital, a government hospital in Quezon
Ito na yun, oh.
What are
Yung
you
baby.
hearing about the situation in
Laki
other
ng tiyan agad.
hospitals? Are they also struggling to handle the bodies of COVID-19 patients who may be, dying in their own facilities?
Well, actually, sir, I believe Department of Health is already addressing that situation, sir, in different hospitals, especially in public hospitals po in Metro Manila.
At least hindi ito nangangain, kaya nga inano ko siya eh. Yun o, yung anak na, ay hindi, gapi yun.
Number one, yung...
Kaya sinanay ko siya sa maliliit na gapi. Para hindi niya kainin. Nung makita kong buntis na siya, sabi ko, inuli ko agad kahapon, di ba? Sinama ko muna yung lalaki para dunggol-dunggolin yung tiyan. Tapos nung kita kong manganganak na talaga siya, nilipat ko yung lalaki kanina. Ngayon lang, di ba?
Yeah. But since MMDA, as you said, will
Wala sa
become
ilalim.
the bridge between the hospitals, the funeral parlors, and the crematoriums, I guess the MMDA also has to be given a clearer picture of the kind of struggle.
Pero mukhang wala na. Pero dapat yan, tuloy-tuloy yan. Sunod-sunod. Kaso sumuot sa isa ilalim, baka yun na yung sunod-sunod eh.
Yes, sir. One of the
Kasi after ng pangatlo, pangapat, sunod-sunod nang lalabas yun.
Mga limitations ng MMDA in handling this kind
Pero
of
magapo yung pet, eh, oh.
crisis, no? Lalo na po yung
Pa.
mga reported cadavers, mga patay po na hindi na-askas. So we have to know po our
Yun o,
limitations
baby.
and their expectations also.
May lumabas ulit, baby.
Rest assured, we have a clear picture
Ayun o.
and proper guidelines already to be distributed to our friends
Kita niyo, guys?
and the public also. Para po alam nila, sir, kung ano po yung magiging contact number.
Parang tumae lang, tapos tatalo na agad yung tae. Baby pala. Hindi niya kakuli, no? Kakuli ng lalaki. Sa bagay, baby pa lang. Yung guppies nga eh, tignan mo. Ang lalaki ng buntot ng nanay-tatay, pero tignan mo, parang bodete lang yan. Ang guppies. Ito yung mollies na orange. Marble din yung iba. Gusto kong magbuntis yung sibre.
Yes, sir.
Up, meron ulit.
Yes, sir. Isa po ito
Tatlo na
sa
dito, ano? Anim na yan, ano?
ating, bagay, no? Dahil po, nauna nang nag-anunsyo ang ating Pangulong Duterte, sir, na isushoulder ho ng PhilHealth yung gastusin po ng mga COVID patients. So, importante din po itong usapin na ito. Kung sa end po ba ng MMDA, local government, pero I'm very sure po, meron pong paraan ang gobyerno para ho, hindi po maging...
Bukas na natin siya balik dun sa pan.
po ng COVID-19.
Patapusin natin. Square pa yun dyan eh. Medyo marami pa to.
That will come up, no, in the meeting Thursday, whether or not the crematoriums and the funeral parlors will be compensated by the government.
Mga anak mo si COVID, si COVID.
Moving on to another topic.
Tapos 1, wala pa si 9.
Holidays, there are
Dito dapat COVID-19.
In the number of vehicles that we're seeing on Metro Manila roads, it seemed like people who thought na nung nabuhay si Cristo, na-lift na
Pag nagmamadali siya, alam na eh. Lalabas na eh. Galing naman, baby ka pa. 3 months na ba sa atin to? 4 months? Andito si nanay. Andito si nanay, December, di ba? January na. Binili. January ko lang to binili. February, March, April. Magti 3 months pa lang nanganak na.
Manila markets,
Yan na, oh.
no?
Yan, lumabas
And
ulit.
some are
Yahoo!
for bank transactions.
Yahoo!
Most of the banks
You know,
have selected the branches
ang laki ng kanina.
for during the enhanced community quarantine, so they are here for that. But then again, we would like in MMDA to remind
Yan na, yan na. Yan na, umilalim na, yan na.
enhanced community quarantine. It's not hindi po ito in together. So,
Ah!
gusto po, buhay po ng dahil mali po yung ganong assumption.
Dami pa yan. Ayoko na, 30 minutes na eh.